Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my top 8 investment buys, and when I say 8, I'm talking about 8 categories. I was inspired to do this video after watching a video by Chase Amy. She was talking about her Chanel Jumbo, and that bag is really expensive now. I think she said it's $6,000, and whether that's an investment buy. She was focusing on, if the bag's value would increase over time and if you could resell it. But when she mentioned an investment buy could be, an item that could take you through many years, that's what got me thinking about what are my investment buys. So just before I get started, I want to apologize about my voice. I have been sick for the past 2 weeks and I'm actually still recovering. I had a really bad throat infection that started off with an itchy throat, and then the virus apparently attacked my voice box and I lost my voice for an entire week. So apparently this is gonna last for up to 3 weeks. It's getting better, but my voice sounds really rough. So I hope you guys bear with me with this voice for today. And yeah, let's get started. Drink some water first. For this video, I want to define what an investment buy means. To me, an investment buy is putting your hard-earned money, whether it's $100 or if it's $1,000 or even if it's much more, putting that money into an item that you know it's going to take you through many years. So you're going to get a lot of use out of it, and it's not about buying to get the value up. These are the items that I'm not buying to resell, so not investment per se. But of course, resale value does make it more valuable. Just that for me, a lot of things that I buy, I don't intentionally go there and say, can I resell this? Because to be honest, if that thought comes through my mind, it already means I'm not fully committed to that item. I want to buy something or invest in something that I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I'm going to use it till it falls apart, or I use it and I would repurchase it again. So the way that I look at investment buys is kind of like having that power suit that if you're going for a very important meeting or an interview, you're going to wear this and you're going to look good, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel confident. So it's kind of like investing in myself because it makes me happy. I'm going to get lots of use out of it. So for my investment bag, I had to pick one out of 3. I was actually picking between my LV Speedy 25, which is actually my first ever investment bag, my Chanel Boy in the old medium, which I use to bits and rave about in many of my videos, or my Speedy Mini Lin, and this is in the size 30. But after thinking about it, actually my Mini Lin is my investment buy because I've had this bag for almost 6, maybe more, 7 years, and it still looks amazing. I still use it. In fact, I was using it just last week. It's compared to my Chanel Boy, I don't use that for work, but this bag is work appropriate because of the color. It's travel appropriate. It's been to so many places, and even though it's been through hell and back, there's barely any wear to the coating. It's, the hardware is still shiny, and the quality is amazing. And this is definitely an investment buy because the amount that I paid for it, and it was in the range of, I think, 2,000 Singapore dollars I think so, I can't really remember. The amount of use that I've got out of this is it's definitely worth every penny. Will there be a resale value for this bag? I really don't know, but it's not something that I want to sell because I still use it. It's a grab and go bag for me right now. I didn't pick my Speedy 25 because even though I still have this in my collection, it's mainly because of sentimental value. It is my first ever bag. It's not a bag that I still grab and go. It has seen its wear. I use it if I feel vintagey, so I'll grab this bag and just feel like old school. But it's not a bag that I still use much. For my investment SLG, I decided to go with my LV 6 Key Clay as well as my PM Agenda. These 2 items are with me every single day, and it's part of my life. I use this every day because it has my house keys. And this diary, and I've heard people say it's too small for them, but for me it's the perfect size. It goes into all my handbags. I'm never without it. And inside I keep my notes for just meetings, birthdays, things to do. I'll put sticky notes and everything. So for me, This is a big part of my life. I use it to bits. I will never resell it. As for the 6-key clay, it's not a necessity, but ever since I've gotten it, I really appreciate what it does for my bag and for the items in my bag. It protects my handphone from being scratched by the keys. It protects my other leather items. In my bag is leather. It has a leather lining. It protects that as well. So I've learned to really appreciate how my keys are kept in a little SLG like that. You don't actually need a LV one. Any brandless one would be great, but definitely this is an investment piece to me. For my investment accessory, I was really trying to pick only one, but I ended up picking two again, and the first one is my watch, which is my Omega Constellation watch. This was actually a gift to me from my parents, and it's more than 10 years old, and I constantly use it, even though I've got a new watch, which is a Hello Kitty watch. But I don't see myself getting a new watch anytime soon, because this completes me. It stands the test of time. It looks elegant. Until now, it's classy, and it does what it does. It tells time. Yeah, of course, the sentimental value means I'll never resell it, but it is an investment piece. It was expensive. I think my parents paid about 3,000 for it, and 10 years ago, 3,000, it was a lot of money. 10 years, 3,000, I still use it, and I continue to use it. Will never resell it, so this is definitely an investment buy. The other accessory that I feel is an investment buy is my necklace, which I'm wearing right now. This necklace is actually custom made, and it is inspired by the Tiffany single diamond necklace. I really love the Tiffany's designs, and I really wanted one of this to add to my collection. It's just that when I see the price and I looked at the tiny little diamond, I just could not justify it. I know I'm paying for the brand, I know I'm paying for the creativity behind it, but it's just that no, I can't do it, because I think I know how much diamonds cost, and looking at that tiny little piece, I know they've said it's certified and all, it's the best Tiffany diamond, but I can get a bigger diamond for half the price. So anyway, I was walking past this particular shop called Pure Gold, and I was just browsing and I saw this particular necklace. The only difference was they had this diamond and the necklace was going around. The diamond could move around. So I just asked and I said, hey, could you actually solder the diamond so that it is right in the middle and it doesn't move? The lady was like, yeah, no problem, we'll just add 2 Mickey Mouse ears, hoop it in, and there you go, voila! So I only paid like 500 Singapore dollars for this necklace. This diamond is so big compared to what I would have gotten if I bought it at Tiffany, and for $500 I couldn't even get the smallest one. So for me, this is an investment buy. I feel that it adds a little something to my outfits. I could wear it with my work clothes. It just makes it look elegant. I could wear it with this t-shirt, and it just stands out right at my collarbone. Yeah, definitely brandless investment buy. Shoes are something that I don't spend a lot on. I do buy a lot of shoes, but I buy a lot of cheap shoes. So it was really hard for me to pinpoint one particular item that I say is an investment piece. I do, however, have a pair of sport shoes. I don't have them anymore, but I'll put a picture here. These are from the brand called, I actually don't know whether it's called No or On, but when I fell down 4 years ago and I had a really bad fall on my knee, I found that these shoes helped me get back into my running. The sole of the shoe is the most unique because it's made of individual pieces, individual ridges. So when you run on the road is not a smooth pavement. You've got humps and bumps along the road. So the shoe is able to kind of like adjust to the different curves of the road. So because of that, it is able to take away the impact from my knees, and when you run, it's able to balance out the way that you run as well. So this pair of shoes are super expensive. I bought one pair and it was about $600, and it's the best $600 I've ever spent. I actually used that so much, I bought another pair to replace it, and I used that so much as well. And now, because I don't run as much right now, but those two pairs, which obviously cost a lot of money, got me back into my running. It's gotten me through about 10 full marathons, and it is the best thing that I've ever bought in terms of shoes. So for clothing, I was looking at my wardrobe and I was saying, is there an investment dress? Is there an investment work clothes? And I couldn't actually find one. Maybe it's because I'm really stingy when I buy, when it comes to clothes. I don't spend much on my work clothes because I think, you know, I could walk into any of the brandless shops and just get a long dress, black, and I'm good to go for work. And maybe it's the environment that I work in. I don't really need to wear like super formal. I can, as long as I'm decently dressed, I'm okay. So I actually looked at my casual wear and I found 2 pieces of casual clothes which for me I think are investment buys. So the first would be my jean shorts, and this pair is from Guess Jeans. I love wearing shorts and I love wearing jean shorts, and this pair, when I wore it at the shop, I was obsessed. Like, it fit my butt so well. It made my butt look so good. It fit my hips, and I'm the kind of person who have a small upper body frame, but I've got hips, you know, my hips are a little bit bigger. So when I wore this and I was so obsessed with it, I actually bought 3 pairs of different colors, and each pair was expensive. These pairs in Malaysia, and each pair was about 350 ringgit after discount. So it's expensive for a pair of shorts, but I wear each pair so much that if any of them gets ripped or, you know, it just loses its shape, I will definitely go out and buy one. So investment buy for this pair of shorts, definitely. I'd rather pay $350 for one pair that I will wear so much and still looks good after being washed again and again and again, rather than pay $50 for one pair, $20 from there, and, you know, after a few washes, the waist gets too big, you know, it gets loose, the zip doesn't work, you know, it just color runs. Definitely invest in a good pair of jean shorts. The other clothing item is my pair of jeans, and this pair of jeans is from 7 For All Mankind. It's really hard for me to find nice jeans that just looks amazing. You know, it doesn't have, you know, you squeeze your belly and all the kind of like the muffin top, and, you know, it just makes you look good. So when I tried this, and obviously I have to walk in the very expensive shop, but when I tried this, I fell in love with it. This brand, For All Mankind, I got it in Singapore. I think it was like $700. I can't really remember, but it was astronomical. It was like, what? But you know what? It's the best money I've spent because I used it so much, washed my jeans so much. It is hardly ripped, you know, I mean, yeah, there's some wear at the bottom, but it's still good. The material is still good. The color is, you know, it's still this almost the same color that I got it in, you know, slight fading. I bought this jeans about 3 years ago. I still wear it today. Luckily, I still can fit in it. Fits me so well. So same thing as my jean shorts. If this pair of jeans gets ripped, I'm definitely going out to buy a new pair, exactly the same one. So I was looking through all my beauty items, moisturizers, serums, etc., and I'm pretty unfaithful. I like trying new things. So I actually couldn't find one that I would say as an investment piece, because by the time I finish it, I don't repurchase, rarely repurchase it. But there was one item that stood out. This is probably my 10th bottle. So this is actually the Shiseido Sunblock Perfect UV Protector SPF 50. And this item I have been using for years, and I constantly go back to it because it's part of my beauty regime. It's expensive. I just bought this one. This is actually a new one. It costs 150 ringgit, almost 150 ringgit for just this tiny little bottle. But I love the consistency of this sunblock, and it's the best thing that you can do for your skin. Put sunblock. I like the fact that it's very liquidy and there is not much of a smell. It doesn't affect, you know, your moisturizer. It doesn't affect your foundation, and yeah, it doesn't have much of a smell. It doesn't leave any white cast. It dries really fast, and in fact after it dries, my face feels even more smooth. So I love this particular sunblock. I actually wanted to try something different. This Kiehl's Ultra Light Daily UV Defense. It's okay, but yeah, I came back to this. So I'm investing in my skin. This to me is an investment buy. I constantly buy this. I constantly replenish this. And I'm really biased about things that are made in Japan. When I see the made in Japan, I'm like, yup, buy it. For my best investment beauty tool, I've got only two, which is a really good tweezer, and this is actually from Tweezerman, and my Uemura eyelash curler. These two items have been in my makeup collection probably since college. I've had this Tweezerman for years, and I just repurchased another one because it was getting a bit blunt, but I've used this for years. As for my Uemura one, I've had this for 10 over years. It's the best. It's expensive. If you think about it, you could get an eyelash curler from the drugstore for $1, but this thing is what, 20, 30, it's like 20 times the price. You know, it's not, I'm not talking thousands, but you're actually investing in one. It's not a cheap thing, but it's amazing. Similarly, for the tweezer, you can get a tweezer from Guardian or Watson, any drugstore, for what, $1, $2? But this pair of tweezers are like, what, $30, $40? It's really expensive, but it's the best thing that you can use at your eyebrows. The best. So my last item is actually a pair of sunglasses, which personally I think is an investment piece. This pair from Vivienne Westwood, I got this pair about 5 years ago, and it's something that I still use today. It's just a basic pair of sunnies, but what I love about it is that it doesn't fall off my face. I don't have a very high nose bridge, so if I buy any sunnies from Chanel or Fendi or wherever, I realize that the more I talk or the more I move, the sunnies would start to go down my nose, like that. This pair, it doesn't fall off my face. And when I smile, this part, it doesn't make, you know, I don't have high cheekbones, but I don't get stuck here. So I think this pair of sunnies is made for Asian faces. It's the pair that I always go back to. I got this 5 years ago for about $700. There are many other good sunnies out there that are, you know, probably much cheaper and would suit you, but for me, this is my investment buy. 5 years of use, real abuse. It's been thrown in my car and chucked on the floor. It's still in fantastic condition. No resale value, definitely. The shape is everlasting, you know, it's not any kind of weird cat eye shape. It doesn't have any, you know, funny patterns on it. It's a basic pair of sunnies, worth every penny. So everybody, I hope you found this video fun to watch. What are your investment pieces, you know, in your collection? It doesn't have to be a luxury item. It doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars. It could be kind of like my eyelash curler, which, you know, if this ever goes missing, I'm definitely going to invest in another eyelash curler. It'll be great to read about what you think are your investment pieces. So everybody, you guys take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!